So we're going to do a wet look today, and obviously we're going to need some wet hair as I have here, and I'm going to start my face off by priming it with Makeup Forever Step 1, which is my favorite, and I'm going to be using my Paw palette today so I won't be such a mess. I'm going to be using two different Kevyn Aucoin concealers, a darker one and a lighter one. The darker one to correct like I am here, and then I'll be using the lighter one later. I'm going to blend out with my Cake and Bake Sponge by Vera Mona. This one's my favorite one right now. It took some getting used to, but I love it now. And then for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible, I think it's a Glow or something like that. I'm going to be using a Real Technique brush to dab out my foundation all over the face, and then I'm going to be using a sponge to push it further into the skin. I personally like to dab it out first because I feel like any sponge will soak it up, and I'm not really about that because I want my foundation to last. Anywho, so now I'm going to take that lighter concealer, now that we're all nice and corrected, and brighten up the face with some highlight and contouring per usual. What is life without some highlight and contour? I'm not going to go too in depth with this because I think we've all seen highlight and contouring like 50 cajillion times, especially on Instagram, and by this time, we should all know how to highlight and contour. I'm going to go in with the PinkyRose contour palette with the darkest shade and use a dual fiber brush. I prefer dual fiber brushes to contour. That's just my preference. And I'm just going to darken up the perimeters of my face and really bring some warmth and color back in. What I will say is, though, really make sure you get your hairline. I feel like people really don't take it up to the hairline. And now I'm just going to use a mask for my lips because my lips have been so dry, but this has been amazing. Now I'm going to take my Becca palette, the one with Chrissy, and I'm going to use both the highlights really, but I'm going to mix it too. They kind of look more like blushes on my skin tone, so I don't go too heavy on my high points with it. I personally like it as a blush, just for my particular skin tone. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I love it as a blush. So like I said, I'm not going to be too heavy with it because I'm still going to go in with the Becca Opal highlight. Yas, girl, because that is an oldie but a goodie, and it's just amazing. And I'm going to take it on my brow bone and really on my lid because I'm going to kind of use it as shadow since I want kind of a really glowy, dewy look. And I'm going to go in with a Becca, I believe these are pressed powders, but I use it as a bronzer, and another Real Technique brush. This was a holiday collection. And I'm just going to set the cream contour with a little bit of powder just because I really want to lock it. And I really love bronzer. Like, I go in with the bronzers. Like, I am very, very generous with bronzers. So I'm going to set the under eye. I'm not going to set my whole face because like I said, I've been using other powders too, so I don't want to like be looking cakey. But yo, the Too-Faced powder. Yes, this, oh, game changer. People are sleeping on this. I don't know why. I feel like people are not talking enough about this. So I'm just going to set my under eye. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I just want to set the areas where I crease, and that is it. So I'm not going to go too crazy with eyeshadow. I'm going to use the new PinkyRose Runway palette. Yes, it is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love this palette. Love it, love it. So I'm going to go in with that mustard color there just to put into the crease all over. I'm not going to be neat with this. I'm just going to use a couple colors and keep it super simple. I want this to be more about the skin and about the hair. Going in with that darker little warm shade there, I'm going to darken up and give my eye a little bit more depth. And then I'm also going to step it up and take another shade darker and just keep it on the perimeter of the eye. And I'm just really giving my eye shape at this point. And then we are going to do the lower lash line and just smoke it out lightly, nothing crazy. I'm going to go in with some Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to get ready for fall season. The lashes I'll be using today are Time Los Angeles in Luna. Look how beautiful they are. I'm going to do my waterline with the LA Girl Glide Gel Pencil Liner, which is the bomb.com. And then we are ready for the hair. Wabam. It's still damp, as you can see, and we're just going to add some product just to lock it all in. So I'm going to be pretty generous with the amount of oil I'm using because I have frizzy hair, and I feel like the more oil you use, I don't want to say greasy, make it look greasy, but, you know, I'd rather it look greasy than kind of crunchy, if you get what I'm saying or where I'm going with this. But I'm just, you know, I'd rather it look a little bit on the oilier side. But I'm still going to use other product. I'm going to use Suavecito. It is a pomade like it is here. And it kind of looks like, I don't know, like jello or like honey or I don't know, but it smells hella bomb. Like, yes. And I'm going to get a fair amount and just work it into my hair, especially my roots, because that's where I get the most flyaways, and really work it into the bottoms as well. If you want to wave to it, this is a time where you would be like scrunching it up. I did it lightly, nothing crazy, because I do have a natural wave and kind of a curl to my hair. So I'm just really focused on trying to distribute the product evenly through the hair and making sure so it won't be like slicked down on some parts and like poofy on other parts. So I'm going to take this styling foam. It doesn't make my hair crunchy or anything, but it really like tames it down, given that I have like a crap load of product on my hair, but it doesn't leave it crunchy at all. And that's why I really like styling foams. As you can see, I'm really pushing it into the hair and just making sure it's like all even and all that good stuff. So I want to be glowy all over, so I'm using the Gerard BB illuminating cream. Dude, this stuff is so bomb. I love it all over my body versus my face. I just feel like it gives like such a nice freaking glow, and it's bomb. And of course I'm gonna set it with some opal because I'm being extra, and really this is unnecessary, but to me it is, and I really don't want it to be really, really glowy. And then it dawned on me that I didn't have any lipstick on, so I put some lipland on. I used Empire and Spotlight. Going in with Empire, I don't know why it looks really red on camera, but it's more on the brown side. And then I'm going to go in with Spotlight, which legit is like a liquid to matte version of Myth. Myth is my business. I'm gonna just spread that all over, and then I'm gonna go in with MAC lip gloss in Oyster Girl. It's an OG gloss, but you know, it's too good. I'm gonna set everything with some Too Faced Hangover setting spray, which is the bomb, and it just makes everything just like look dewy and just good. Look at the dewiness. Yes. And that's it, guys. It's so easy to do. I'm obsessed with wet hair and the wet look. Let me know what you guys think if you recreate it. I think it is amazing for summer. It's super fresh and easy and just dewy and beautiful. Till next time, guys. Bye. Thanks so much for watching.